Welcome back to Opinion Talks with Moon, where every opinion counts. Today we're talking about music, passion, creativity, and entertainment. Joining me in this conversation is a music maestro who doubles as a gospel artist and also a contemporary artist. She is the convener of Beneath the Stars. She has attended and won several musical competitions globally. Ladies and gentlemen, the delectable Ada Gold. How you doing?
I'm fine. My God, my head just this swell. The healing is something else.
Thank you. Thank you. Welcome on the show.
Thank you so much.
So Ada, a lot of people, follow your music,
Yeah.
they follow your creative process. So just tell us a little bit who Ada Gold is, for a regular person that's watching you right now.
Well, it's simple. I'm a fun-loving person. I love music. I love to share my gifts and my crafts with the world. I want to make sure that everybody around me is smiling. I know that I won't be everybody's friends, but
Sure.
I want to make sure that everybody's good. And when they listen to my songs or when they listen to the content I have out there, they can relate. It gives them peace of mind, and it just shows that, okay, you know what? I'm not the only person going through this. This song just validates my feelings. This person is bearing their soul, and that's one thing I always love to do. In everything I do, I like to bear my soul and let you know that there's a human behind the brand. Yes.
So when did music start for you? Has music been the thing? Because I know one time you worked at a radio station.
Yes, I did.
So just tell us a little bit.
So music for me has always been like a thing from childhood, because growing up then now, as a young girl in Warri, the first thing your parents would want to do is to stick you in church so you don't go wayward.
Yeah.
And my parents made sure that I was doing something in either it was the drama group, dance, choir, and everything. And I dabbled in a lot, But I think music stuck for me because I saw my dad. Just when they were happy, when they were excited, those them old school,
Yeah.
Rex Lawson, Mike Okri, and all of that. When you'd see them sitting down, drinking, just having fun. And I loved the fact that music could bring people together. And I said, you know what, that's what I want to do. And I started making sure that I took the right steps with the help of God, from competitions to trainings to working in a radio station, just everything that I could do to at least get my music out there, get people hearing, and just being a part of this process.
That's so beautiful. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
That good. So delving into our conversation for today.
Yeah.
So I want to start by asking you, would you rather be a small fish in a big pond or a big fish in a small pond?
Okay, so for diversity's sake, right, I think
And
I
I know
would-
you use big grammar, so they confuse us.
as much as I like being on my own,
Yeah.
sometimes being around people is just the best. So I don't go lie. I think I would just do a small fish in a big pond, because I will still shine, baby. I will still shine.
Energy. So over time, this saying "schooner scam" has been popularized in our music.
Yes.
The things we watch, the media, social media, and all that. And people are making it seem like as if you don't necessarily need school to be successful. And I think I saw Daddy Freeze and Egungun.
Yes.
Egungun of Lagos. They were talking about, you don't need school to be successful. And the old shade, it comes in our music, obviously, where people say, okay, now they take first for class, now we they carry first.
Yes.
Do you feel like that saying school na scam is true?
No, actually I don't, because I'm not like you said, no shade to anybody. They are just a handful of people that did not go through the right, educational line, that are as successful as they should be in the music industry. Because one thing about education is, it's not just what you learn in school. It's not just maths, English, physics, and whatever, even though those things are also a part or a fundamental thing in the Nigerian and African culture, right? But it's something that exposes you to all kinds of people from all walks of life. You are experiencing someone's lifestyle that is different from yours. You might be living in a face me, I face you, and say the only thing will be trabaye, nagari, and granite. But someone's child that lives in an estate knows that trabaye is spending 1 point something million on a dinner or lunch. you know, it gives you exposure. It opens and broadens your horizon. It broadens your mind. So even when you want to be creative, it helps your creative juice to flow. There are some times where, because you are not as educated, there's a way it's in your mind, but you cannot bring it out. Even the educated ones will tell you, wait first, you get waiting and won't talk. Wait, Matt, think the English when go bring. Then imagine you when not on go school, how you want to explain yourself. Now you go hear things like driver, and me press. So, but if you are educated, you are first of all able to communicate. You walk into some elite circles. There are some places that if you are not educated, you cannot go to. There are definitely some people that have gone through so much and couldn't further their education. But look at them now. After they have achieved what they can, you know, they went back to school. That's to show you that that school thing no be scam last. It's not.
I think I like your opinion on this issue. So tell me, how has education ever played a vital role in you as an entertainer?
Yes.
Just give us.
Yes. Okay. So I would say this education has played like a big role, because I think when we were in Project Fame, one of the criteria to be a contestant of Project Fame was that you have had to have graduated. You had to be a student. You had to either you graduated, or you know, there are some, like if you're doing Polytechnic now and you had that 1 year break after ND, then HND and all of that. There were questions that you had to answer, and there were some legal documents that we needed to sign. And they needed people that were, should I say, intellectually inclined to a certain extent, because your parents are not going to be there. Your lawyers will not be there. It's only the lawyers of those people that will be available. That's why you see some artists today are being trapped into some funny deals, because all they are thinking about is money, 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 money. I go blow, I go blow, I go blow. But you're not looking intricately at the details. That's when you now start hearing things like, they are taking my royalties. The money that I'm supposed to get, they are doing this. That's why you start seeing back and forth, unnecessary quarrel, drag this one to court, this one to that, and that to this. But if you are educated from the onset, people will tell you, you too know, but leave am. See, you too know with your full chest, because it will help you. It might not favor you the first time. Doesn't mean that it will not favor you the second time. Understand that the first time it did not favor you is because these people wanted to do you and take. But now they know that, but this person is very intelligent. This person knows what they're doing. This person knows what they are looking for. Forget it. They'll say, we'll get back to you. We'll get back to you. No problem.
I think I like the fact that you went through this artist, management route, because that was the next question I was going to ask you. So over time, we've seen where management and the artists, going back and forth with the royalties and everything. But do you think that most at times the artists are the ones exploiting the management? I will give you my reasons. Because somebody picks you up, you're not known, and they invest money in you. And at the end of the day, maybe your contract has not expired. You are saying you want to leave. But do you think it's fair on the part of the management? Because that's a risk they are taking. Somebody puts in 100 million in your career. What if you no really blow?
That one day, Sha. So
just tell us about that.
Okay, so I think first thing I will say is every artist that has a voice, that has a talent, your intellectual property cannot be measured with how many of millions that will be put into you, right? However, that's why we said read the fine print. Read the fine print. Some people do not read the fine print, and they see that, okay, because like a friend of mine told me, he said, you need somebody to help you get to the next level. Because if you know the person or if you know the contact, if you're not there where you did.
True.
So it's a partnership. As much as this person has the money, you also have the talent. But you need to read the fine print. If at any point these people are beginning to undermine you or they are beginning to take advantage of you, that's where this education thing comes in as well. If they're trying to take advantage of you, my friend, you have signed the contract. Close your mouth and be there first. Then when it's time to renew the contract, you tell them you don't want to renew the contract to avoid many stories that touch. Because most of the times when you take your management that earns as much as it is you that is bringing, that you are the cash cow, let me use that word, they have more influence to a certain level than you do as an artist. So I think that a wise choice is to find a middle ground from the onset. Find a middle ground from the onset because if they drag you, look at some really amazing artists that we heard of going, starting off when in the early 20s, sorry, in the early 2000s. Where are they now? Because they went to go and form Odeshina, Atu Sabi, Atu this. But you are forgetting that these people have connections that you do not. And yes, so you will say, yes, God is on my side and everything. But God is not an author of confusion. You had an agreement. It's just like me and you say, we go waka go here. When we go here, we go gather beat this person. Then when we reach there, I'll come leave you for front. Then I'll come run, go back. If you want to judge this matter, people will tell me I'm a bad person because we had an agreement before we got to this place. Why are you not changing your mouth when you get there? My mom will tell you, I know sabi climb tree now from ground that they talk am. If you cannot handle it, don't do it. Don't enter inside and start making the management look like bad people. Even though some management can be over the top, but some artists as well, because they don't smell small fame. Small fame now. I'm the president general among all of the nation. So please, let's just be very, very, sensitive and careful when it comes to signing of documents, an agreement between two people, or an artist and the management or a record label.
Yeah, I think I like that. So, in your own opinion, weighing between visibility and talent, which do you think is more important? And also, how do you handle the pressure? Because there are sometimes you want to really create music for yourself. It's what you like, what you enjoy, and as opposed to what the people want. Because these days now, we in Nigeria, let's use Nigeria music market as an example. What we see more of is commercial music.
True.
People know, that one, like say, go, they calm your mind with great lyrics and great writing. So how do you as an artist manage the pressure between creating music or art for the fun of it, for your expression, and also as opposed to what the people want?
Okay, so I would say this first of all to every artist out there. Your music is not for everybody. That's the first line of. If you can get that thought in your mind, your music is not for everybody. There are artists that are not as big as Davido, but probably earn more than Davido. Because of the kind of music they do, because of the approach. Because sometimes, let's be very honest, it's not everybody that wants to listen to, they call me gentle investor. Right.
I'm gonna drag her down.
No, I'm not dragging. I'm just, it's not a bad song because I like the song, honestly, to God. Because, let me put it this way now. Imagine it's Valentine is coming and everything. And now you want to tell your girl you like her, or I appreciate you, I love you. Do you want to go and be playing some Moju? No, you're gonna look for. Do you understand? Do you get? You're gonna look for them Johnny Drill, them Timi Dakolo, them Daria Talade. But these people are not in your face all the time. You understand? So if you first understand that your music is not for everybody, you will know how best to, okay, this is how it is. When I did my first song, I remember when I went to the studio, this producer was telling me, no, Aye was my first song ever recorded. What be this kind of song go? He said, but the only thing that will make people like this song is because it's conscious music. You're talking about, the community, the society, and how we should do better and everything. He said, but not be this kind of song go. You need to do something that everybody will be dancing to and everything. But then I will not lie, I did like 2 or 3 other danceable songs because I am a very versatile person, right? I like to try all genres of music. But then I had, should I say, an aha moment where I know that the kind of music I do is the music that speaks to hearts. So even if it's a different genre or it's a slow song, it's a power ballad, it's a reggae song, first things first, my music should be able to speak to someone.
Yeah.
So I just told myself, I said, the sound of the music doesn't really matter. The message of the music is what truly counts. Is what truly counts. And that's what has been helping me. So I don't put myself under unnecessary pressure to want to sound like anybody or to want to be anybody. Because First of all, my music is not just for the Nigerian market. My music is international standard. We are hoping that one day, by the grace of God, we're getting Grammys and Emmys and Tonys
Hallelujah.
and Oscars, you know, that kind of thing. So when you think big, you begin to take yourself out. In fact, there will be no box. There will be no box, there will be no criteria, there will be no pattern, there will be no direction that you should take, but to just be true to your calling, not just your desires, but your calling.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
I
it.
think I like that. From your mouth to God's ears.
Amen.
It's going to happen.
Amen.
So tell me, yeah, in your own opinion, do you feel like music in the 90s and early 2000s are better than what we're experiencing now? Because I feel like we don't have substance in our music anymore. Just vibes and inshallah.
It's vibes on vibes now. You know this thing. Well, there's still some people that are doing some really good work in this generation.
But we don't get to see them. That's the
That's
problem.
the thing. That's the
So
thing.
what do you feel like now, because of the chunk of money that's coming into the industry, it's really hard for you to, you know, come to limelight without money?
Well, okay, so the thing is this. A lot of times, a lot of people with record labels and management deals follow the wave of the moment to sign artists, to pump in resources. So you can see that in a record label, you have, for example, let's say you have the likes of Yemi Alade, and you have the likes of who now? Tenny. You know, because Yemi Alade sells a certain kind of look and a certain kind of appeal, they will be tempted to want to pump more into her because it is what will sell the market. So it's not even their fault, actually. They are looking at the demographic or the algorithm of the market at that time. But one thing I'm grateful for is I'm grateful for social media right now. Social media is encouraging a lot of alternative music, you know, rock music, even the Afro now itself, it's giving, they're even going back to the oldies. So long story short, my darling, I'm a sucker for old school, so I think I would do the 90s.
Okay.
I will do the 90s.
Okay, I actually love that. So tell last question,
Yeah.
final question, because you've actually, you know, given us a lot of, you know,
thank you.
nuggets and things that we can follow and apply in our lives.
Thank you so much.
So for that young person watching Adagood right now that wants to get to your level music-wise, so what's your advice to them? How do you tell them to, you know, balance their passion and at the same time look for, you know, other sources to, you know, fund passion?
Yes.
Because sometimes when you follow passion,
Hey, I will
not
turn
in the-
you, oh, your eye will turn into you.
So how do you tell them to balance? Do you tell them, oh, get a skill, maybe work at a job for a period of time, save
Yes.
up before, you know, going straight into it, you know?
Okay, first thing I would tell you is make sure that you have finished school. That's the first thing. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure that you have finished school. Secondly, surround yourself with like minds. People that are already doing what they're doing, even if they are not on the A-list level yet, but people that are already doing what you want to do.
Yeah.
Because there will be times where you will lose morale, you will lose ginger, you will lose drive. But it is those people that, you know, that will give you the right energy. Even if they're not telling you directly, seeing what they're doing will give you the ginger to keep on pushing. And yes, please, figure out what it is that you love aside from music and get doing. Because at the moment, we have people that are doing a lot of things. Even the big artists are diving into other things because there is no one stream of income anymore.
Yeah.
There is no one stream of income. So make sure that you are diversifying as much as you can. And lastly, please post content. Let people see you. Because before anyone can invest in your talent, they want to see you. Because I've had many people tell me, I've been watching you and I'm proud of what you're doing, and whatever I can do to support you, when you're having a concert, when you're having an event, just let me know ahead of time. So keep putting content out there. It doesn't have to be crazy. It doesn't have to be too professional. Just your 1 minute video with your small Android phone or a friend's phone. You use your Bluetooth speaker and you just sing a bit. You dance a bit. You do your acting monologue, whatever it is that you want to do. Just do it and put it out there. Tag the right and influential people on your post and watch God do awesome and amazing things. And yes, lastly, hold God strong. Hold God strong.
You
It's
get
your
why?
lifeline. You get why? Because your eye might turn into you if you didn't.
I know. I said that was the final question, yeah. But I wanted to ask something, so just kind of skipped my mind.
Yeah.
What are some of the biggest lessons and challenges you've had as an entertainer, and how were you able to manage, grow past it, and to become the Adago that you are now?
Yeah, okay. So I think the first thing is you can't do it alone. You can't do it alone. Build a family, not just a team, but a family. And a good family would have your back even when you're crazy. Even when your idea looks like, I feel this girl is about to jump off the edge. But they'll be like, is this girl? We mount, we're there for you. You know, so you can never do it alone. And secondly, everybody is replaceable. Everybody is replaceable. So as much as there is a family, sometimes some people will start to be acting like, that's why I use the word start to be acting like, like if not for them, go work for you. Understand that everybody is replaceable. Nobody be God. That's why I said hold on to God, because when one person leaves, when one door closes, another bigger opportunity. But also saying that doesn't mean that when you have an altercation with one of your family members or your team members, you just say, hey, Adago say, make it work.
Yeah.
Make it work, make it make sense. If it's not working after you have put in your utmost best, let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Those are the two things I would say that I learned, and it's been helping me.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adago. We'd
Yes.
love to stretch this conversation more than what it is right now. And as usual, thank you for you that have stayed till the end of this video. Now you'll be the real correct person.
Appreciate
And
it.
don't forget to join in the conversation in the comment section. Tell us what your opinions are. If you share a different view from what Adago has, told us here, just let us know, and we would be more than glad to join in the conversation with you. Thank you, and this is Opinion Talks with Moon.